All right. Hey, I have like 5 minutes, so I wanted to make this quick. But the sun just shined through. There it is. Look at that. Just as I was turning this on. I'm going to just sit down on the floor. All right, so my name is Dr. Cheryl Meier. I'm a psychologist in my day job. But what was coming to me, because I teach people how to listen to their intuition, and you can't listen to it unless you quiet the outside world. So quiet the outside world first. Stop looking at, always check what I'm saying with divine, but not with your mind will chatter and be like, no, we can't do that, because it's scared of silence. It is scared of silence. I just listened today. Eckhart Tolle was playing this part of class that I was in live with him. And he was talking about this like 800-pound man, and he was helping him, but it was too late. But the guy, he kept saying like, I worked hard today, and food is the only thing that comforts me. So I just tell myself, you deserve this. But it was actually killing him, you see? And so as you learn how to get quiet inside and stop letting all these social media voices control you and all these other people's opinions. And as a child, you see, when we're a child, I do this, we're one down and one up, and so our parents were like the giants and we were these little people, and we had to listen to what they were saying, or else it was the old saying, my way or the highway, you're out. Oh, I have a picture of a bunch of highways in Paris right over there. And not the highway. I do a lot of videos about the high path of the divine love of God, the high path that we're all called to. There's this one Raggedy Ann and Andy video that's just so good, from like 1928 or something, that shows this. Maybe I'll link it in the description. If I didn't, someone make a comment and I'll for sure do it. I'll see the comments and I'll do it. Because sometimes I post these weeks later, sometimes the same day, but anyway. And so Eckhart was saying, like, he had to teach the guy, no, don't listen to that. That's just a voice in your head that's resisting changing. You see how when we're little kids, we resist changing, because if we go against what our parents are saying, if they're saying, no, we only have scraps, we don't have intimacy, we don't have deep love, we're all in lack, by their actions, they're saying that because that's their beliefs. If they're teaching us that, then we don't want to go against that, because that feels disloyal and that feels like we're going to get hit or we're going to get left starving and stuff like that. So we learn really deeply to just listen to all these other voices and listen to that voice. If our parents in any way, what people do is they indulge these parts of their own psyche, their own lesser selves, let's say, like Veruca Salt from the Oompa Loompa, I want an Oompa Loompa now, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And so as her dad kept spoiling her, he was also spoiling himself inside. And it's spoilt for a reason. Spoilt means gone bad. It means not raising you to your highest level of what you can be and what you ought to be, and the way you were designed to be in your God image. You're made in the image of God. You're designed to rise up, And so if they spoiled you, even if they had lack and didn't give you much, they spoiled you by not disciplining you, by not giving you discipline. It takes love for someone to discipline you. Believe me, I have been corrected so many times by divine love, by God, by life hitting me back in the face, and just teaching me, that's not the way to go. You get burned that way, girl, mister. But we get burned by our parents, but it's learning, who are you going to be loyal to? Be loyal to love. Be loyal to the highest love. That's what you're called to. And so what I was getting, I got to wrap this up right now because I have an appointment. I have a client, a phone client, so I got to go. Is just when you've gone off course, it's a mistake. You can turn around, you can make a U-turn, and just ask God. When you say, like when they asked Jesus, this enlightened being, God man, however you understand him, I'm not going to force anything on you. When they asked him though, how is it we ought to pray? Teach us how to pray a prayer that aligns us back with divine love, that gets us back on course. And the end of it, I could teach for hours and hours on this because I pray it anyway, and I've meditated on it lots. But the end says, lead us out from temptation, lead us away from temptation, and deliver us from evil. Deliver us from evil. Sometimes we think it has to be us that delivers ourselves from evil. And I'm like white knuckling it. You hold on, you're like white knuckling it. You're like, no, I don't want to give into that thing. But, there's part of you that just feels like, but I have to, because it's the only relief that I have. And it's something solid, but it's not. It's an illusion. This world is a kind of illusion, but we're in it for a reason. Okay, so honor that you're in it, but you don't over honor it. It's seek first the kingdom of God, and then all these things fall into place. But if you have gone off track, ask sincerely. There's a verse that says, God will always come to the contrite heart. He always hears the person sincerely asking for love and for guidance. And so ask. And I was just reading this book from the 1500s. I think that's when it's from Francis de Sales, I think it is. But anyway, he said that God will comfort you. The divine love will comfort you unknowingly in your heart, and bring grace back in, sincerely, because you're trusting. I can't, you got to help me resist that. Help me not listen to the voices. They're just voices. They're just thoughts. Think of them like antenna in the sky, or radio signals. You don't have to pick up on them. All right, my client's calling me. Much love, so much. Mwah. Share this.